use it.
Okay.
And then we'll just I'm on the Fluency channel. This looks good. Okay, I think we are now live. Welcome everybody. This is Jack from fluency.com. And in this live lesson here on YouTube, I have brought my wife, Kate, along.
Hello.
So we're going to see how many people turn up live for this event. I was hoping to send an email out, but this was very spontaneous. Now, I made a video on being spontaneous before, and this just means doing something without planning. So we just decided to do this live lesson, to have a conversation, and to give you practice of listening to British and American English. So we're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about and answer some questions too. So, Kate, do you want to tell everybody what we've just done today?
We went out for Ethiopian food, which was delicious. I don't know if you all know this, but I am very pregnant. I'm due on Saturday. And I heard that spicy food was good for the end of pregnancy to start labor.
Yeah.
So we're eating a lot of spicy food.
Yeah, I'm also drinking coffee. Do you want to show everyone what you're drinking?
I'm drinking an iced coffee.
Yeah, and I'm drinking this Brazilian hot coffee.
Brazilian.
Now, this is a to-go cup, which means that you buy the coffee, but you take it out of the coffee shop. So, yeah, I love this cup because it protects your hands. Doesn't mean that they get burnt.
Yeah.
I hate iced coffee. It's just terrible. I don't understand why people
hate iced coffee. It's so delicious.
Can I just try it again?
So refreshing. Yeah, you can try my coffee.
Because what happens is, okay, after a while, the ice cubes, they melt, and it just tastes like watered down coffee. It's okay.
Hey.
It's all right.
I think it's delicious.
So I'm just going to have a look at the live chat. We've got Fanny France here, Beata saying hi, nice to see you. Dario's here as well, Rodrigo from Peru. Have you been to Peru?
I have not been to Peru.
No.
No, but I know that you have.
Yeah, I know that you haven't been. I just forgot for a second. Carrie's here. Carrie from Norway. Got Jerry, 23 as well. So thank you everyone for joining. If you have questions for us, then leave them in the live chat right now. Mina says, have you tried Egyptian food like koshari?
No, but it sounds delicious. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Yeah. I actually just published a photo on the Facebook page, on my Instagram page, @fluency on Instagram. And I shared a picture of what this Ethiopian food was like, and it was delicious, wasn't it?
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
And you don't eat it with any kind of cutlery, knives or forks, but instead you use your hands. Your hands. Got some nice comments. I don't like coffee. I don't like tea. Wow. We've got Vinos from Brazil here. Olga as well. Good to see you again, Olga. Luis from Toledo in Spain. We never went to Toledo, did we?
No, we didn't.
No.
We need to go back.
Yeah, we want to go back.
Definitely.
We want to go back. In fact, our friends, they own a Spanish tapas restaurant here. And tell them about the competition and the cookbook.
Oh, so our friends, their restaurant is called Curate. And it's one of the most popular new restaurants in our town. He's from Rosas in Spain. And they're having a contest right now to send people on a tour around Spain to eat a lot of delicious food.
Yeah. So you can buy their book, enter a competition, and the winner goes with them around Spain on a tour. And we were just talking about what we would do if we won.
If we won.
Yeah.
I really want to travel some more, especially because right now I can't.
No, we have
waiting.
to. We have to stay here, don't we? Right now.
Yeah.
What do you think about Italian coffee?
Ooh, Italian coffee is delicious. Yeah,
Yeah.
Italian coffee and Spanish coffee is maybe my favorite.
Yeah, me too. We used to live in Spain. We lived in Spain for 2 years. We never went to Toledo, but that's near Madrid, right? I'm pretty sure I'm asking you questions about geography and it's not your strongest thing.
No.
But yeah, we used to just enjoy the coffee in the cafes and on the different plazas around the centre. It was so much fun and super cheap as well. Beata says, where did you meet? Where did you meet?
We actually met in Ecuador.
Yeah. I made a video on this. You can search for it on my YouTube channel. Just search for How I Met My Wife. And I tell the story about how we met. But that was in 2007. 2007. Luis says, El Bulli. Yeah. So, did you mention that?
No, I didn't. But that's how our friends met each other. She was working in the kitchen and he was working in the front of house at that restaurant, and so that's how they met.
Yeah, that was a long time ago now, but she was one of the chefs there, and he was the main person. When you go into the restaurant, you met our friend Felix. So they met at this restaurant. They came here to Asheville and opened up the tapas bar, and it's just fantastic.
It really is.
Yeah. Just going into the comment section again. If you come to Spain, you should come to Almeria. That's just south of Valencia.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what have we got planned for the rest of the day? What do you have planned?
I'm going to pick up our son from school. He just started school this year. He's 3 years old. And he's going to what we call preschool. So he's only in until the early afternoon. Right now he's taking a nap at school. And so I'll go in and I'll wake him up and we'll walk home from school together.
Yeah. And he finishes at around 3 o'clock. It's 5 to 2 now. But he can stay until 6.
Yeah, but I like to pick him up. I like to spend the afternoon with him.
Yeah. And then I usually get home around 4:30. I take over, which means that I start playing with him and doing things with him. Although yesterday I came home a little sick, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to just go to bed for a while, which wasn't very nice. I feel fantastic today. Let's have a look. I'm going to go back to the comment section. What's the reason why you went to Peru? So I have been to Peru, and I actually went just after we met. And I took a flight from Lima to Miami and then Georgia, where Kate was at university, because we got into a relationship, a long-term relationship, while I was traveling. While Kate was still at college, as they call it here. So, yeah, I enjoyed Peru. Peru was fantastic. Is there typical food in your country that you usually eat in relation to the weather? So someone's talking about eating specific food when it rains.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, but that's...
What about cold and like when it's winter? You tend to eat casseroles and chili.
Yes.
I make chili in winter.
We're actually just going into fall right now. And there are a lot of foods and flavors that are really specific to fall.
Like?
Pumpkin spice.
Coffee, pumpkin spice, coffee.
So pumpkin spice is everywhere. It's pumpkin flavor, and also cinnamon, nutmeg.
Someone mentioned cinnamon before.
Yeah. Cinnamon's definitely a fall flavor. So around this time of year, everything becomes pumpkin spice flavor.
Yeah, it does. It takes over.
It does take over.
It takes over.
But I love it, so that's okay.
And then we have specific food for holidays like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What are the two main types of pies, dessert pies that people make.
My two favorite Thanksgiving pies are pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Not surprising. And pecan pie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell the story of when we made those for Thanksgiving? My first Thanksgiving here in America. What happened to those pies?
To be honest, I think I forgot because it was so painful.
Okay, what I remember is this: we went to this Thanksgiving dinner at your grandma's friend's house.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And we had to supply the dessert. We had to make these pies. So we made them. Mm-hmm. They looked fantastic. Mm-hmm. I was carrying one out.
Yep.
And it slipped out of my hands. So I had to catch it like this and turned it over. Uh-huh. There was a handprint in it.
Yes, there was. There was a giant Jack handprint in the middle of the pie.
But then you dropped the other one in the trunk of the car, or the boot in British English. Mm-hmm. So both of these pies had handprints in them. So those were our slices. Uh-huh. Those are ones that we had. Yeah. And then we had to cut them out for everyone else.
That's true.
So that sometimes happens. Mm-hmm. Kusei Hussein has a great question. Are you both following the American or the British cultural style of life?
I think at this point, especially because we live in America now, I think our lifestyle is much more American than British.
Yeah.
We have a couple of friends who are British, but a lot of the things that we do are definitely more American. So we listen to more American music. We probably eat more American food.
Yeah. TV.
Celebrate American holidays.
Yeah. Although we do watch quite a lot of British TV and movies.
True.
Downton Abbey. Mm-hmm. You like period dramas?
I do.
For example? What's the one you were watching recently?
I was watching the BBC adaptation of Emma.
Yeah, Emma. Quickly, in the comment section, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, let me know what type of TV you watch and if there are any British TV shows that you have seen recently. Mm-hmm. The big one is Downton Abbey. A lot of people have seen that.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to recommend my students watch that as well. Mm-hmm. So please let me know in the comment section. We've got a lot of people joining now. Santosh is here. Fernando, Mandy, Shayna, Osti. A lot of people joining. Thank you for the comments. Keep your comments coming and questions as well. Osti says, this is my first time here watching live video. It's a lot of fun.
This is my first, this is almost my first time making a live video with you.
Yeah. You, we did one last November, it was, on Periscope. Mm-hmm. But this is the first time you've been here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's definitely a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So, go back to the comment section. Oh, Greg's a very loyal follower here. He watches Suits.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy that.
We watched that, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Kusei says, I know Jack is British, but he might follow the American style because he's been living in the USA for 6 years. Very good. You remember how long? Yeah, I definitely follow the British style of living. Sorry, the American style now. Mm-hmm. And I actually made a video yesterday where I said, I say fall automatically now. Mm-hmm. But that was a word I used to hate because it was always autumn.
Yeah,
I didn't understand
you always said
it.
Autumn.
But now fall has its own meaning. And I think it's because fall here is so different than to the UK.
Really? In what way?
Well, the weather. So it's fall right now, but it's too hot to be outside in the sun. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be about 24 degrees for the next 10 days. Today it's 30. In Fahrenheit, today is about 84. And I think about 75 for the rest of the week. So in the UK right now, it's probably raining, grey. It'll be dark around 4:30 p.m.
Yep.
And it's not a good time of the year. Got a question. Can you speak in a British accent? You can answer this yes or no.
No.
You're okay at that.
I might be okay at it.
Yeah, you're okay.
Not enough to try it live on YouTube.
What about your New Jersey accent?
No.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. I think Kate does a better British accent than I do an American accent.
I believe that.
Yeah. But it's hard to do. It's difficult.
I think it's harder to do a British accent now that we are always together.
Yep. I understand that because it's one of those things where you just get used to it, don't you? It's just my voice now. Yeah. So for me as well, when I hear you speak or any Americans now, it just seems normal. Yeah. Before it was, that's different. Antonio de Lima, who is always here. Great to have you here again, Antonio. Just got back from work. So a great phrase here, to get back from work. You can say, I've just got back from work. It's very good to use. Could say, I like a TV series called The Mentalist. Did we start that? I can't remember.
I think it might be something different in American English, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. But I've heard of that TV show. Miyadi watches BBC and Sky News. Do we watch the news a lot?
We don't. Yeah. Probably we get most of our news from
Facebook.
Yeah. Well, not Facebook.
Yeah.
Say online.
Instagram. the Guardian.
No. Yeah. From online newspapers.
Online newspapers, definitely. Yeah. That's one difference here as well. The news in the US. How would you describe it? You were talking about it just before. With there's a lot of bias, isn't there?
I think especially on TV news segments, they tend to have a political bias, whether they're more conservative or more liberal. Yeah. I think that other countries are definitely less biased, so they're more objective.
Yeah.
But there are stations like Fox News, which is known to be very conservative.
Yeah. Yesterday I did a lesson on the presidential debate.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was fun. I was a little bit nervous about it because you talk about politics.
Oh, that's always...
live on YouTube. But no, it was good fun. It was good fun. What do you know when the next debate is?
I think there's a vice presidential debate on the 4th, maybe.
Cool. So let's call this a day. Okay. We'll do this again. Yep. And we might have some news about more Kate onto Fluency soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
So everyone, what I want you to do is to ask another question. If you're watching the replay, then leave a question below, and then we can use these questions for future videos. So be sure to do that. And then also let me know what vocabulary and phrases you've learned from this lesson. Is there anything that you need explaining? And either Kate or I, probably me, will come into the comment section and answer those questions for you. So if you found this useful, please give it the thumbs up and also share it. Share it on any social media channel that you currently use. So thank you so much for being here. Kate, thank you for being here live.
Yeah, thank you for being so kind to me and for all your questions. Hopefully next time that you see Jack, we'll have a new baby.
Yeah, hopefully. Anytime Anytime now.
Anytime.
Okay, guys. Thanks for being here again, and speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.